I remember he was coughing and he had fever, but still he was still there in the constitution we were and society meeting was not there. Three meetings, this is one more meeting, we have had it. इसको एजेंडा लोग के मिल ऐसे भी देख करो क्या योर डेस्क some people are desperately waiting. आज सबको फेयरवेल देना था हाँ लास्ट में आपने वो आपके इंडस्ट्रियस डायरेक्टर को फेयरवेल दिया आज उनको फेयरवेल दे दिया Please sit down, ladies and gentlemen. A very warm welcome. I just wish to make a small announcement before we begin. Our chairman, Mr. Kumar Mangalam Birla, has not been able to make it because of an illness in the family. In his place, Professor Shrikant Datar will be officiating at the convocation. He is our board member and a professor at Harvard Business School. Thank you.
I declare the convocation open.
या कुन्देन्दु तुषारहार धवला या शुभ्रवस्त्रामृता या वीणावर दण्डमण्डितकरा या श्वेतपद्मासना या ब्रह्माच्युत शङ्कर प्रभृतिभिः देव निर्शेष जाड्या पहाड़।
Our chief guest, Janmejaya Sinha, Chairman, Asia Pacific of the Boston Consulting Group, BCG, Director, Professor Errol D'Souza, Program Chairs, distinguished faculty and staff of IIMA, proud parents and family members, honored guests, and most importantly, graduating students. My name is Louis Kahn Plaza, and I am a proud graduate of IIMA and currently the Arthur Lowes Dickinson Professor and Senior Associate Dean at the Harvard Business School and Faculty Chair of the Harvard Innovation Labs. Our Chairman, Mr. Kumaramanglam Birla, sends his regrets and apologies that he cannot be here today. A member of his family became ill yesterday and he could not reach Ahmedabad today because the airport is closed. He would have very much liked to be here, but circumstances made it impossible for him to come. I have the privilege and honor as a member of the Board of Governors of IIM Ahmedabad to preside over the convocation ceremonies today. I most warmly welcome all of you. My mind goes back many years ago when I was sitting where you are sitting today, filled with all the wondrous emotions that I know you must be going through just now. I was thinking then about faculty who cared about our learning, courses that developed knowledge, judgment, and critical thinking, and fellow students with whom I shared the most beautiful of friendships. I truly loved this place. The education I received here was unlike anything I had experienced before. My overwhelming sentiment was how lucky and blessed I had been to have spent two of the most important years of my life here. Many years on, I now know just how true that was. Mr. Birla had prepared some wonderful remarks and words of advice for the graduating class. They are filled with wisdom and inspiration. So I would like to share them with you. In this way, he will be very much with us in spirit, if not in person. Please allow me to quote what he would have said. To our freshly minted graduates, it is a big day. Your all-nighters are finally over. Congratulations to all of you, the graduating class of 2018. A very special welcome to our chief guest, Janmejaya Sinha. From the time when he was managing India's gold reserves in his role at the Reserve Bank of India, to now leading BCG as chairman of its Asia Pacific region and a member of BCG's Global Executive Committee, Janmejaya has always made a huge positive impact. In today's high-stress environment, he has a rare gift, a great sense of humor. I've had the privilege of seeing that earlier today in my conversations with him. Trust him to lighten up the most serious, heavy-duty kind of meetings. He is thoughtful, intellectually provocative, yet sensitive. He can connect the dots and read global events effortlessly. In any situation, he is the voice of reason. His tenacity, perseverance, and sense of integrity truly set him apart. What is truly admirable is his empathy for the underserved and his focus on financial inclusion. Above all, Janmejaya wears his successes very lightly. Academically excellent, Janmejaya is also a prolific writer on business matters. It is wonderful to have you here. Thank you so much for being with us today, Janmejaya. Let me begin by saying that it is my firm belief that education and learning are the best gifts one can receive and give. You need to recognize this gift and demonstrate that you value it. IIMA has armed you with a fine degree and, most importantly, valuable learning. Education builds not just the capacity to earn, but the capacity to remain relevant in an ever-changing world. That we value the education and learning we have received can be demonstrated by being mindful of our responsibility to all the people whose lives we touch through our action or even inaction, and to the institutions that we associate with. Above all of these, our economy and our country must be on your radar. It is a responsibility that you must recognize early on in your careers. I say this because at some level in the future, the broader success of our economy and our country does depend on how you and your peers chart your careers in the companies that you join, the startups that you create, the institutions that you will one day lead. Today, India is on the cusp of leapfrogging into a digital economy, and emergent trends will be about artificial intelligence, augmented reality, smart cities, humanoid robotics, digital therapeutics, and sports innovation. These and more will all shape the course of your careers and of the world in the future. It is truly a whole new world. Disruption is the ticket to thinking big, which in turn is the first step to achieving big. Disruption is no longer what it used to be, an occasional phenomenon, somewhat predictable, short-lived, and easily recovered from. Disruption itself seems disrupted with much more qualitative force and impact than ever before. Disruption can be both a propeller and a derailer of an organization's journey. And disruption is as much an internal concern today as an external force. In a corporate setting, in my experience, internal disruptive challenges are equally critical. Think, for example, an ethical slip by the leader that results in huge regulatory penalty, a disgruntled employee masquerading as a whistleblower, or insiders colluding with outsiders to defraud companies. On the flip side of massive disruption is the fact that the universe of knowledge is yours like never before, all at the click of a finger. In today's world, information moves at light speed with the sharing of ideas, news, and messages in split seconds across the length and breadth of the country as fiber optics and Wi-Fi light up the nation. Indeed, those who harness this power, this advantage, will move far ahead of the pack. Digitalization will surely disrupt many industries. We're already seeing this phenomenon, and it is only the start. This volley of information leads to divergence, which is the other big theme of our times after disruption. Divergence is caused by an information overload that are evident in our society. such as the dichotomy of the traditional and modern, urban and rural, the past and the future, old and new, all coexisting side by side in an already pluralistic society. This is what you will have to address, tackle, and navigate with its accompanying complexities. When you thrive in this unequal world, acknowledge that the knowledge and learning that has enriched you is not just for you alone. It is bestowed upon you to extend your role as a custodian of your family and of your country at large. As they say, to whom much is given, much is expected. You will also encounter what futurists call overchoice. When I was growing up, there were 3 cars that we could buy: the Fiat, the Maruti 800, and the Ambassador. Today, Maruti Suzuki alone offers you a dozen choices, from TV channels to restaurants, and banks to airlines. It is a plethora of choices thrown at you. And of course, they all come with their individual apps. So what does all this mean? Our society, as we know, is splintering into socio-economic subsets at a dramatic pace. It would be critical to understand how that evolution is happening. But remember that the common denominator remains the same at all times, which is people. Management guru Ram Charan couldn't have summed it up better when he said in one of his books that everyone will be fighting harder and smarter to win market share. Each company will be searching for a new advantage in the form of products, technologies, management, locations, and prices, among many other variables. I will borrow some wisdom from Swami Chinmayananda, who once said that in all worthwhile undertakings, there will be risks of failure, of disappointments, even disaster. But to face them all with inner poise and firm faith is to discover the glory of final victory. Winston Churchill put it a little differently. Success is not final, and failure is not fatal. It is the courage to go on that counts. Success is an ever-elusive peak, always alluring you, but failures are part of the journey. Education helps us to imbibe this lesson, and I hope you are certainly taking this with you to the world at large. The spirit and the courage to be at it until you succeed. And real success is always about keeping oneself engaged with the next challenge and the next solution, and being able to find it or be invited to it along the career journey. Many of you will be working in companies. Many of you may want to start a venture on your own or engage in research. I would say, look at something that has a meaning, an assignment with a purpose. It is all about your passion. It is being true to yourself. It is about being authentic. It is about giving back. And of course, it is about your dreams. Make them come true. To my delight, I see in front of me today youngsters determined to reach their goals with dignity and with great pride. This energy is IIM's gift to you as it was to me. Cherish it for a lifetime responsibly. Good luck, God bless, and Godspeed. Thank you very much.
Candidates for the title of Fellow of the Indian Institute of Management, Ahmedabad, please rise. The candidates will individually receive their titles from the chairman as I call their names, then return to their seats and remain standing in front of their chairs until all the candidates of the program have received their titles and the chairman has then conferred the title on them. The candidates would then bow and sit down. Ashish Argade, title, Choice, Determinants and Comparative Evaluation of Agri-Output Marketing Channels, a Farmer's Perspective. Akshay Milap, Why are free policy benefits left on the table? Examining the role and cost effectiveness of informational assistance strategies on policy take-up in India. Avina Jennifer Mendonca, Beauty Service Work as Dirty Work, Understanding Employees' Lived Experiences. Biswajita Parida, an experimental investigation of advertising effectiveness in roadblock advertising. Devdatta Mukherjee, Essays on Corporate Social Performance and Corporate Social Responsibility, a global to firm level analysis. Deepak Bisht, Exploration in Modeling and Forecast Assessment of Energy Derivatives. Deepika Saluja, a process evaluation of Rashtriya Swasthya Bima Yojana enrollment process, lens of accountability. G.V. Radhakrishnan, private sector participation and container terminal efficiency issues and evidence from India. Kavita Chetna Didgu, Essays on Online Hyperlocal Food Services Marketplaces. P.K.V. Kishan, An Empirical Exploration of Education and Inequality, 3 essays. Poonam Rathi, Change Point, Prediction and Classification with Functional Data. Sarita Sudharma Vishwanathan, Integrating Water and Energy Systems for India. Shuchi Srinivasan, Essays on Frontline Workers' Motivation and Performance under Public Programs, a multi-method study. Suman Saurabh, Essays on Share Repurchases. And in absentia, Pinaki Roy, A Strategic View of Refurbished Goods, and Prasanna R, Hub, Interdiction Problems, Models and Solution Approaches. Mr. Chairman, I present Mr. Ashish Argade and 15 others who have fulfilled all the requirements for the award of the title of Fellow of the Indian Institute of Management, Ahmedabad, and request the Indian Institute of Management, Ahmedabad Society to confer the title on them.
Members of the society, may the title be confirmed on these candidates. By the authority given to me by the Indian Institute of Management, Ahmedabad Society, I confer on you the title of Fellow of the Indian Institute of Management, Ahmedabad, and I charge you that in your life, by word and deed, you prove yourselves worthy of it.
Candidates for the postgraduate diploma in management, please rise. The candidates will individually receive their diplomas from the chairman as I call their names, then return to their seats and remain standing in front of their chairs until all the candidates of the program have received their diplomas and the chairman has conferred the diplomas on them. The candidates would then bow and sit down. A. Krutika, आकाश सिन्हा, आरुषि गुप्ता, आशीष गुप्ता, आस्था अग्रवाल, आयशा राज, आयुष अग्रवाल, आयुष कुमार जुनेजा, अभय गोयल, अभिक बिस्वास, अभिलाष महादेवन, अभिनव संदीप गाडिया, अभिरूप रॉय, अभिषेक सेठी, अभिषेक अग्रवाल, अभिषेक हेम्ब्रम, अभिषेक मित्रुका, आंचल जैन, अड्डगट्ला प्रवीण श्रीनिवास, आदर्श गुहन, प्रखर बालसुब्रमण्यन, सुनकवल्ली प्रीतम गांधी, आदित्य आर, अदिति कपूर, आदित्य खन्ना, आदित्य मेहरोत्रा, आदित्य शेखर आचार्य, अद्वैत गोमकाले, ऐनेश मुज्जू, ऐश्वर्य वसुधा, अजय कुमार कंडवल्ली, अजिंक्य नंद किशोर दुरगकर, अजितेश नायक, आकांक्षा सिन्हा, आकाश हिमांशु लाकड़ावाला, आकाश कुमार, अक्षता रामकृष्ण प्रभु, अक्षय कुमार, अक्षय यादव, आलोकनाथ यादव, अल्ताफ असलम, अनुराग पोद्दार, सोनाली गुप्ता, अमन बाफना, अमन मित्तल, अंबर जैन, Ambuj Mishra, Amruta Sonowal, Amruta Ravi, Anand Kishore Kumar, Anantika Jain, Anish Prasad, Anjali Nayak, Ankit Kumar, Ankit Sajnani, Ankit Yadav, Ankur Verma, Ankush Pumba, Anmol Agarwal, Anup Kumar Yadav, Anupam Kumar Gupta, Anurag Kumar Lohia, Soumya Madhav Mitra, Rahul Ladda, Anurag Pramod, Anurag Solanki, Apar Singhal, Apurvi Singh, Apurva Khaparde, Archit Garg, Arjita Sharma, Arnab Barua, Arnav Jindal, Arnav Parikh, Arpit Dikshit, Arpit Jain, Arpita Biswas, Arunav Mandal, Arushi Jain, Ashi Pachananda, Ashish Kumar, Ashish Mendekar, Ashish Poria, Ashtekar Abhinav Prakash, Nesrikar Gayatri Sanjay, Ativ Gupta, Amitra Ghosh, Atul Kumar, Avijit Singh, Avanish Pal, B. Karthik Chandra Prakash, Bahad Piyusha Sanjay, Balachandar K, Bandeep Singh, Beverly Fernandez, Bhanu Pratap Singh, Bharti Chhabda, Bhavya Agarwal, Biplab Hajovari, Boddepalli Ravi Kumar, C. Siddharth Samant, C. H. Anvesh Reddy, Chindukur Sai Raghu Teja, Chirag Jha, D. Balaji, Chadha Achal Jitendra, Daksha Aroda, Dalal Prerna Jawahar, Devapriyo Sarkar, Dechan Palmo Bodh, Deepak R, Deepankar Bhagat, Deepanshu Kathuria, Desai Ankur Vinod Chandra, Desarada Suyog Kishore, Deshmukh Kuldeep Arvind, Devji Ahir, Devavrat Shamal, Dhanya Ashokan, Dhaval Taksande, Dilipan R, Eklavya Pandit, Farman Meman, G. Sriram, Gagan Oberoi, Gandhi Mardi, Garima B. Maheshwari, Garima Singh, Gaurav Garg, Gaurav R. Bagde, Gaurav Sagar, Gaurav Swarup, Gautam Kumar Mandal, घोडगावकर युगंधरा सुधाकर, जिब्रान अहमद खान, जीना रिगजिन, गिरधर दीपकुमार दीपराज दीपाली, गौरव बेरीवाल, गौरव चौधरी, गोविंद सिंह मेहरू, गोविंद बालन कल्याण सुंदरम, गौतम के सामी, गुंजन मुंदरा, गुरकरण सिंह, गुरप्रीत सिंह, गुर्रम भानु हरीश, गुरसिमरन आहूजा, हरीश महादासु, हर्ष अरोरा, हर्षित सिंगल, हर्षवर्धन, हेमंत चावला, हिमांशु सिंह, हिमांशु सोमानी, फुलके उन्मिल ज्ञानेश्वर, हुलसुरकर अनिरुद्ध गोपाल, ईशान जैन, जिज्ञास सुरला, जिमित पटेल, के श्री ललिता सेल्वी, कादुलुरी चंद्रशेखर, कालदासी दिलीप कुमार, कामेश आजाद, कनकराजुलू सुनील कुमार यादव, कनिका, कपिल कुमार सिंह, करिश्मा पटेल, किरण बालाजी जी, कृतिका मेहता, क्षितिज गोयल, कुक्कला आदित्य, कुमार राहुल, लक्ष्य सैनी, ललित चौधरी, मधुजोत मदान, मधुरा सुधीर नाइक, मामिला राजेश्वरी, मनिंदर पाल, मनीष कुमार सिंह, मनीशील गौतम, मेघा बैद, मिलिंद परसोया, म्हात्रे मोनीश मंगेश, मिलिंद भोयर, मोदी नील कमलेश कुमार, मोहम्मद शाहिद, मोहम्मद अकरम, मोहम्मद बशीर, मोहम्मद हुज़ैफ़ा साबिर, मोहम्मद राफ़ी, मोहित पहूजा, मोनिका चौहान, मोरे कल्याणी नरेश, मुदित जैन, मुदित रुस्तगी, मुरीसेट्टी एस संदीप, मुजम्मिल अनवर, नड़ीमिंटी भार्गव चैतन्य, नमन गुप्ता, नंदिल भाटिया, नारायणकर रोहित बापू जयश्री, नवनीत मधुर, नायक निखिल रामनाथ, नैना जैन, नील जैन, नेरूरकर उर्वी नारायण, निखार मट्टू, निखिल गुप्ता, निखिल सुभाष सोनावणे, नीलांबरी राठी, निलय बंग, नीतीश कंडपल, नीतीश कुमार, नवरून ओझा, ओम प्रकाश पाठक, उमर फारूक कुरैशी, उमर फारूक एस, पी अजय कुमार, पच्चीपाला बालाजी विशाल, पलक जैन, पल्ली आशीष, पंकज ठुकराल, Parul, Patel Vinit Tushar, Patil Sriniket Vilas, Pawan Kumar, Pooja Prushti, Porika Kapil, Pavel Talwar, Prabhav Gupta, Pradeep Kumar Badawla, Prajapati Sudeep Vijay Kumar, Pranav Jain, Pranjal Agarwal, Prashausa Amra, Prashant Kumar, Prateep Vajpayee, Pratyush Jain, Prerna Jha, Prithviraj E, Priyanka Chaudhary, Priyanka Malik, Priyanshi Garodia, Purvi Jain, Pushkar Kumar, Pushkar Shukla, Puvala Sai Bhavani Krishna, Rachit Saxena, Rahul Mittal, Rahul Modi, Rahul Pal, Rajat Jain, Rajat Sadanand OM, Rajdeep Chanda, Rajesh Ranjan, Ramkrishna Menon, Ranadeep Sikdar, Rashmi Uran, Ronak Bhiwal, Ravi Kanoje, Ravi Kiran Yerra Pragada, Ravi Kumar Swaminathan, Rishabh Yadav, Rishikesh Bagadi, Rishu Kumar, Ritesh Bangale, Ritika Chaudhary, Ritik Mondal, Rohit Jaiswal, Ruchi Agarwal, S. Harish, S. Hemant Kumar, Yes Prashant, S. Sajini Shri, Sachin Ji, Sachit Tandon, Sailesh B, Sakshi Gandhi, Sakshi Gupta, Sambangi Santosh Pradeep Kumar, Shambit Devnath, Sambit Kumar Sahu, Sandeep H.S., Sanghavi Kevin Paresh, Sankarshan Mehra, Sayyam Sudan, Sarthak Mehra, Sarvesh Deepak Koyande, Shah Asumi Amit, Shah Mihir Uday Kumar, Shah Nishant Manish Bhai, Shailendra Pratap, Shankhadeep Mujumdar, Shanmugam R.K., Shashank Sharma, Shashwati Rao, Shinde Vilas Vishwanath, Kshitij Singhal, Francesco Capoli, Shlok Satyam, Shobhit Jindal, Shobhit Shubhankar, Shrija Jaiswal, Shrikar Ramesh, Shrehit S. Karkera, Shreya Jain Ashok Pratibha, Shreya Sodhani, श्रीमाली ध्रुव राजेंद्र कुमार, श्रुति शाह, शुभम माहेश्वरी, शुभम पंसारी, शुभम वार्ष्णे, शुभ्रांशु, शुजा हुसैन, शुभम वैद्य, सिद्धार्थ सिंह पांगती, सिंगारे सुमित संजय, सिंह संदीप कुमार सुरेश चंद्र, सिस्तला साई मनोज, स्नेहा अशोक कपाड़िया, सोमेश अग्रवाल, सोनी राव, सोन पिपळे ऋतुपर्ण रत्न घोष, सौरभ रथ, स्टेंजिन नामग्याल, सुकृत सिंह रघुवंशी, सुकृति बंसल, सुमन प्रभात टोप्पो, सुमित त्रिपाठी, सुरभि गणवीर, सूरज कुमार शॉ, सुरभि गर्ग, सुरूर अहसन परी, स्वर्णिमा दोरा, स्वयं सिद्ध पांडे, तन्मय संजय जयपुरकर, तन्वी सुगला, तापड़िया संकेत सुरेश, तेजस्व प्रताप सिंह नगन्याल, उदित अग्रवाल, उदित आहूजा, उमंग चंद्रकांत शाह, उत्पल श्रीमुख बालाजी, उत्कर्ष गोखलानी, वी प्रणव जयम, वी रघुपति, वी श्रीकांत, वी अरुण कार्तिक, वैभव ग्रेवाल, इलारिया बोर्जोनी, Vaishali Singh, Vanka Manisha, Varun Joshi, Varun Laudaya, Varun Paul, Vasu Goyal, Vasu Malhotra, Venkata Aditya Pudipeddi, Venkat Sagar V, Vibhu Modi, Vidhi Doshi, Vidit Sidana, Vidur Vivek Sharma, Vijay Kumar M, Vijay Rao Lakshmana Kumar, Vijayaditya Indra Kranti, Vikas Jaiswal, Vinay Lathi, Vipul Verma, Vishak K, Vishakha Saravagi, Vishal Kansal, Vishal Nandakumar Dikle, Vivek M, Vora Siddharth Hasmukh, Vache Somashekar Rajshekar, Yash Agarwal, Yojit Naresh Govindani, Zayana Anup, Akshat Anand, Ayush Bansal, Badugu Shri Yashwant, Bodhisatya Roy, Mushti Narayan Ravi Chandra, Ravi Vananan T, Rohan Jain, Saurav Mundra, Tanvi Jain, Zunke Saurabh Govind, and in absentia, Adit Naveen E., Prashant Kumar, Vaibhav Surana, Paolo Piacentin, Thiba Jacques Alexandre, Badreddin Lehlali, Rajbir Singh Grewal Singh, Antonio Pizante, Bilal Abdalwi. Mr. Chairman, I present Ms. A. Kritika and 397 others who have fulfilled all the requirements for the award of the Postgraduate Diploma in Management and request the Indian Institute of Management Ahmedabad Society to confer the diploma on them.
Members of the society, may the diploma be conferred on these candidates. By the authority given to me by the Indian Institute of Management Ahmedabad Society, I confer on you the postgraduate diploma in management, and I charge you that in your life, by word and deed, you prove yourselves worthy of it. Congratulations.
The Indian Institute of Management Ahmedabad Gold Medal for Scholastic Performance has been awarded to the following postgraduate program candidates who will come forward as their names are called and receive the medals from the chief guest. Prakhar Balasubramanian. Anurag Poddar. Saumyo Madhav Mitra.
Candidates for the postgraduate diploma in food and agribusiness management, please rise. The candidates will individually receive their diplomas from the chairman as I call their names, then return to their seats and remain standing in front of their chairs until all the candidates of the program have received their diplomas and the chairman has conferred the diplomas on them. The candidates would then bow and sit down. Ayushi Bhatia, Abharika Rana, D.V. Nahulan Pranav, Diksha Athavle, Deepak Kumar Meena, Inu Sharma, Farkhanda Anjum Ansari, Gaurav Pandey, Gautam Senthurvel, Harshvardhan Bisht, Harshita Sanganeria, Jayant Kochar, Khairnar Sheetal Suresh, Kirti Kumar, Kolli Madhu, Lovepreet Singh, Manisha Pahadia, Mohammad Shad Ijaz Alam, Mitali Pandey, Naresh Kumar, Narveer Singh, Nidhi Chopra, Nishant Sachdeva, Patel Rajkumar Babubhai, Prabal Pratap Singh Chauhan, Praval Kumar Bajpai, Rajesh Debnath, Rao Namrata Madan, Riya Vijay Nisar, Rohankant Chandrakant Tatelu, Rupali Chanda, S. Pranav Rajan, Samir Prakash Uppada, Soumya, Shibali Mitra, Siddhita Pandey, Soham Sinha, Soumyashri Patel, Tanay Thakur, Tippi Reddy Sri Sai Yashwant, U. Harish, Upasana Uniyal, Vandkar Kesha Dinesh, Vinayak Yadav, Yeda Usha Sai, Yograj Deep Singh, Anushka Anand Naik. Mr. Chairman, I present Ms. Ayushi Bhatia and 46 others who have fulfilled all the requirements for the award of the postgraduate diploma in food and agribusiness management and request the Indian Institute of Management Ahmedabad Society to confer the diploma on them.
Members of the society, may the diploma be conferred on these candidates. By the authority given to me by the Indian Institute of Management Ahmedabad Society, I confer on you the postgraduate diploma in Food and Agribusiness Management, and I charge you that in your life, by word and deed, you prove yourselves worthy of it. Congratulations.
Candidates for the one-year postgraduate diploma in management for executives, please rise. The candidates will individually receive their diplomas from the chairman. As I call their names, then return to their seats and remain standing in front of their chairs until all the candidates of the program have received their diplomas and the chairman has conferred the diplomas on them. The candidates would then bow and sit down. Abhay Sharma. Abhinav Mishra. Abhinav Singh. Abhiram Patankar. Abhishek Anand. Abhishek Chaudhary. Abhishek Malhotra. Akhil Bajaj. Akshat Pathak. Akshay Jain. Amit Verma. Anand Ramakrishnan Srinivasan. Anashua Banerjee. Ankita Singh. Apurv Khanna. Apurv Manjrekar. Arvind Mitra. Archaya Sen Gupta. Arun Kumar Mariappan. Ashwani Agrawal. Sri Hari Sumethangi. Asif Algur. Avi Dutt. Avinash Kaperkar. Avinash Kaur. Bhanu Pandey. Bhavprita Harshvardhan. Bhumika Malhotra. Bhumika Singh. Chandrasekhar Ramachandran. चेतन जनार्दना, दिलप्रीत सिंह सोनी, गौरिका सिरोही, गिरिराज सिरोही, गुहा प्रसाद, गुरतेज राजपाल, इयन डिमेलो, जैस्मीन जोबन पुत्रा, कल्याण कृष्णन मोहन, केदारनाथ कुलकर्णी, कुमार सौरभ, मागेश मतपति, ममता गोस्वामी, मनस्विन पांडे, मनीष श्रीवास्तव, मनीष मृगांक, मयंक पटेल, मेघा बंसल, मेघा श्रीनिवासन, मिठी शाह, मुकुंद कृष्णन कुमार, नकुल केलकर, नवीन एसजी, नेहा महाजन, निकिता चवन, निर्मल कुमार रविंद्रन, निशांत खुंगर, निशांत कुमार, पूनम चंदना गोलेचा, प्रकल्प मेहता, प्रशांत अग्रवाल, प्रशांत कुनापनेनी, प्रतीक दोषी, प्रोतिक घोष, पूजा चक्रवर्ती, राघव ग्रोवर, राहुल अग्रवाल, राजीव मिश्रा, रमाकांत पानिग्रही, रम्या कोसाराजू, रंजना श्रीवास्तव, ऋचा खन्ना, ऋचा सिन्हा, ऋषभ सरन, रितेश छाबड़ा, रोमित सेन, सचिन पवार, संवेदना अग्रवाल, संदीप सिंह बरैत, संकेत वैद्या, सर्वोदमन मुखर्जी, सौमिक साहा, सौरभ बंसल, सौरभ दीक्षित, सौरभ नेगी, शिरोय मेहता, श्रिया बुबना, सिद्धार्थ हर्ष, सिद्धार्थ रविचंद्रन, शिवा सत्या रामकिशोर, स्नेहा मित्तल, सौरभ प्रधान, श्रीधर अनुषा, श्रीनिवास संपत, सुमन कक्कड़, सुनीता श्रीवास्तव, सनी गोयल, स्वप्निल भंडारकर, उत्कर्ष सिन्हा, वरुण गोविंद राज, वरुण मंगल, वीराशेखर राव, वेंकट श्रीकांत, विभोर बंसल, विजय कमल, विकास, Vinayan Mohan Das. Vishal Bantia. Yamit Mehta. Yash Tandon. Mathabi Mukhethi. Mishko Pileki. In absentia, Aparna Gopalakrishnan, Kripa Joy, Prashant. Mr. Chairman, I present Mr. Abhay Sharma and 114 others who have fulfilled all the requirements for the award of the one-year postgraduate diploma in management for executives and request the Indian Institute of Management Ahmedabad Society to confer the diploma on them.
Members of the society, may the diploma be conferred on these candidates. By the authority given to me by the Indian Institute of Management Ahmedabad Society, I confer on you the one-year postgraduate diploma in management for executives, and I charge you that in your life, by word and deed, you prove yourselves worthy of it. Congratulations.
The Indian Institute of Management Ahmedabad Gold Medal for scholastic performance has been awarded to the following one-year postgraduate program in management for executives candidate who will come forward as his name is called and receive the medal from the chief guest. Sri Hari Sumethangi.
I now request Dr. Janmejaya Sinha, Chairman Asia Pacific of the Boston Consulting Group, to deliver the convocation address.
Professor Datar, Professor D'Souza, members of the Board of Governors, proud parents, relieved or excited students as the case may be, ladies and gentlemen. Let me begin with an honest and clear admission. I was so sure that I would not get into IIM Ahmedabad that I didn't even bother applying. So I am not your alumni. Each of you is much smarter than me. So I have stayed clear of any curriculum-related advice. And I'm just going to share a few lessons that I picked up along the way. When I was your age, India's GDP was about $250 billion. And it was a different world. When I was 40, and that's way back in 2000, India's GDP had become $480 billion. And if Mr. Birla had been sitting here, I'd have reminded him that the Birla Group was only $3.3 billion in revenues. Today, India's GDP is $2.2 trillion. The number of companies with revenues of over $1 billion is 220. The Birla Group's revenues are $43 billion. And frankly, it's a very different India. But when you guys get close to being 40, in 2030, India's GDP will be $10 trillion. There will be 1,000 companies which will have revenues of over $1 billion. If Mr. Birla had been here, we could have asked him how large the Aditya Birla Group would have been. But if it is the same share of GDP as it is today, it will be $200 billion in revenues. And if it grew at the same rate, it would have been $400 billion in revenues. Imagine that. So you all have really lucked out. How have you lucked out? You chose the right time to be born in India. You didn't have much to do with it, but you lucked out. You also lucked out because you were bright. You had nothing to do with that. But you did not luck out in working hard and getting the right grades in school. So for that, I congratulate you. But you need to make that count. You need to be worthy of yourself. And to begin this discussion, I want to just read out a quote that I read in the office of Senator Sasse, who was a Republican senator last year, which was from William Jennings Bryan, who had been the Secretary of State in the United States. And the quote is very simple, but extremely apt for India. He says, it says, destiny is no matter of chance. Destiny is no matter of chance. It's a matter of choice. So I want to spend the next 15 to 20 minutes just sharing some learnings that have helped me with these choices along the way. And I'm going to give you 6. The first one is simple enough. And it is to go all in. What do I mean when I say to go all in? Whatever you do, for however long you do it with full commitment. You never discover what you are really good at with partial commitment. If you say, I'm just trying this out, you don't learn because the team around you does not embrace you. And overall, no one really knows whether you are fully there. So for however long you are, which doesn't mean that you have to stay in the same job forever, but when you are on a particular assignment, you have to be all in. You will learn about yourself when you are all in. You will learn what you are good at. And you might even find your purpose. So remember, go all in. The rewards are great, and you will never discover them as a passenger. Second, build on your strengths. Don't spend your lifetime trying to fix your weaknesses. Enhance your strengths. Be the best that you can be in the areas that you are good at. Imagine asking Virat Kohli, become a better bowler. You'd be dumb. Yes, you need to have everyone fielding at a certain level. But even there, you don't expect Ashwin to field as well as Jadeja. What happens is when you start managing people, hire people who complement your strengths. Hire different strengths. And changing people, I have found, is a mug's game. In fact, allow people their spikes. Don't hire perfect people, but make a perfect team out of people with different spikes. Keep high standards, control disruptive behavior, tell people what expectations are, but enhance their strengths, enhance your strengths, build on your strengths. I wish I had discovered this early in my life. I have wasted too much time trying to fix my weaknesses, and they are still all there. Third, don't become a victim. Life is not fair. You will always feel that someone has got a better assignment, has got a better team, has got better exposure. But don't waste your time complaining. Take charge of your life, make things happen. Find the opportunity, develop it. Admit every day that you've lucked out. Trust me, there is no one sitting in this convocation who's a victim. If you were a homeless 15-year-old girl on the streets of Mumbai, I'd be willing to listen to your story of lament and your feeling of being a victim. But not here. Trust me, no one in any organization that you join will wake up in the morning trying to think of a way to harm you. They won't even think about you. They will think about themselves, as I urge you to think about yourself. Navigate from the position that you are in and look at the opportunities and make them count. Remember, the grass is equally brown. It turns green when you water it. So don't be a victim. Fourth, develop empathy. Try not to start with yourself. Sit in another person's chair and you are likely to end up in a good place. And guess who taught me that? My mother, who was a daughter-in-law in a joint family. And she said, you know what? If you start in another person's chair, you will end up in a good place. If you are going to become in the echelons of a top management in some company, empathy is critical. Most top managements have to act like doctors. They need to diagnose, they need to identify issues, and then they need to transform. But the best top managements act like doctors, but think like patients. The doctor may say, I need to amputate your leg, but guess who loses the leg? It's the patient. So you have to manage the process from the view of the person who's losing the leg. Develop empathy. Empathy is important in leading, and so you need to train yourself, and you need to train yourself early. The next lesson is very simple. It's in fact the simplest lesson I'm going to ask you to think about. But unfortunately, many people, too many people, don't pay heed to it. I urge you to keep your friends. The friends that you make in college, the friends that you make in IIM Ahmedabad, they will be your best friends if you stay in touch. But you need to stay in touch. Remember, when someone's in trouble, he doesn't think of his smartest friend. He thinks of his closest friend. So ask yourself how many close friends you have and to how many people you would classify as the closest friend. When I was growing up, there was only snail mail. Calls had to be booked. And my God, if you got a lightning call, it was about the demise of a relative. That's all. Now you have Facebook, Instagram, WhatsApp. So if you can't keep your friends, shame on you. And if you keep your friends, that's the best network you'll ever have. And always remember, you make your friends when you don't need them. So just keep them. The last lesson I will urge you to consider is how to manage stress. I was terrible at this. Stress is really bad for you. It doesn't serve you well in your job either. I used to stress so much that, case teams would check what my mood was like before they came to meet me. No assistant would want to work for me. In fact, in 2002, my secretary told me that my temperament had improved a little. Earlier, she used to hate me. Now she just dislikes me. This was a real wake-up call for me. I said, holy cow, I need to do something about this. And luckily, I was a consultant. So what do you think I did? I did a root cause analysis. Why do I stress? And it so happened that I discovered I stressed because I worried too much about outcomes that I did not control. So then first I said, this is a problem. I keep worrying about outcomes I don't control. So first I need to identify when I'm starting to stress because of these outcomes I don't control. And I have to actually convert them into actions that I can control and not worry about the outcome. And then I knew that my mouth, when it would go dry and I would start to tighten up, that was the time I had to relax and think, what can I do about this? Let me get it done, and then I'm going to think about something else. Trust me, it has been the best lesson of my life. I don't stress very much nowadays. And you know what? As a bonus, my assistant is still with me 18 years on. So I must have done something right. That's it. Those were the 6 lessons. I don't even know whether you'll remember any one of them. But I will tell you about an incident that I still remember as if it was yesterday. And it happened in my high school, back in 1975. when none of you were born. It was an incident that left a lasting impact on me. I had just got my ISC results, an ISC which doesn't happen anymore. And now you have ICSC and all that, but that was still 11 years. You had to study for 11 years. So after my results, I went to meet the rector of my school, a gentleman called James W. Cox. We used to call him Father Cox. For some strange reason, he had developed a liking for me. So I went to thank him. And he said, Janmejaya, you've done very well. You've gotten into St. Stephen's College. But let me give you one final tip. And I was both a little nervous, but also I said, this is the last tip he's going to give me. And he said, when you pass out from St. Stephen's College, you will find there are two types of people. There are one who will go to parties, to meetings, and introduce themselves as having studied in St. Stephen's College. There will be a very few who will just say their name. They won't need to say they are from St. Stephen's College, because St. Stephen's College will say they are from here. So when you pass out from IIM Ahmedabad, you have to choose. Will you be the first type of person or the second type of person? When you leave IIM Ahmedabad, will you say you are from IIM Ahmedabad, or will IIM Ahmedabad say you are from here? It's a simple question. It's powerful, but it's your call. Thank you. Warmest congratulations. Have a great life.
Dr. Janmejaya Sinha, Professor Louis Kahn Plaza, IIMA Society members, IIMA board members, my faculty colleagues, officers and staff of the Institute, the batch of 1969, family members and friends of the graduating students, ladies and gentlemen, greetings. It's been an eventful year since we were last at the LKP. And so I want to use this occasion to recall some of the winds of change that have taken place since then. Okay. If I may say so, the diversity fairy has begun to infect the campus. Okay. In terms of educational background, non-engineers were 32% of students in the PGP. The highest ever in more than 15 years. Okay. In the PGP FABM, non-engineers were 45% of the students. Okay. In terms of gender diversity, the PGP saw 28% women joining the program in 2017, which is an increase from 14% 2 years earlier. Okay. Similarly, the PGP FABM has seen 50% of women joining the program. Okay. And this year, 50% of the graduating FPM students are male. Okay. Yeah. Okay. The 12th batch of the PGPX has also been special, as the intake capacity was increased and the batch now runs in 2 sections. The Institute has reintroduced the offering of executive education programs through the e-learning mode. The first batch had 115 participants benefiting through this mode, and by now we have impacted 416 participants through 5 programs. We virtually inaugurated the first batch of the ePGP program on 29th August 2017, and participants are pursuing this course from 13 cities across the country. We regularly have reunions of alumni on our campus. In fact, one reunion, if I may say so, is currently the fourth batch of the PGP, which is sitting here on the front rows of the convocation ceremony. Okay. We have also held a two-day FPM alum meet, a first for all the IIMA FPM alums batches. Okay. In the 2017 ranking of the Ministry of Human Resource Development National Institutional Ranking Framework, the institute was ranked at the #1 position among higher education institutions. Okay. Internationally, our programs were in the top 30 global spot. In the composite FT Asia Pacific top 20 business schools, we rank at the 4th position, surpassing IMB and ISB. Okay. Students flagged off the inaugural edition of the 4-day management symposium, the Red Brick Summit in September. This was a rare event which recorded close to 22,000 registrations, and it has earned a place as a distinguished management symposium in the country. The Center for Innovation, Incubation and Entrepreneurship, along with the Student Entrepreneurship Cell, has hosted the 8th edition of the HALT Prize. This year's HALT Prize is focused on building scalable and sustainable social enterprises that harness the power of energy to transform the lives of 10 million people by 2025. It is a startup accelerator organized in association with the United Nations and is the world's largest social entrepreneurship competition. The Institute welcomed many distinguished academicians and public figures in the last year. Nobel laureate Professor Eric Maskin visited and delivered a lecture on mechanism design. The Right Honorable Prime Minister of Canada, Justin Trudeau, also visited, and there were many interested students who interacted with him. Many others have visited, including Mr. Salil Shetty, the Secretary General of Amnesty International, and Dr. Hasmukh Adhia, who is the Finance Secretary. The Institute has set up its first footprint abroad with an IIMA engagement center in Dubai, from which executive education in the MENA region will be imparted. It is also an honor that the Honorable President of India, Shri Ramnath Kovind, awarded IIMA the Raj Bhasha Kirti Award 2016-17. Okay. The IIM Act has come into being, and it declares IIMs as institutions of national importance and confers on them the power to grant degrees. We are waiting for the Government of India to formulate the rules which will provide the framework within which our regulations and ordinances will be framed. The Act gives autonomy to the board to run the affairs of the Institute. Our communications department has also been very active, and IIMA's social media position has risen to the 2nd position amongst the world's top 100 business schools. And we are the first management institute in the country to podcast lectures by faculty for the benefit of management students and the public at large. This is a period of extensive economic turbulence and political uncertainty. International alliances and trading blocs are showing signs of wear and tear. In politics, we have extreme candidates who are at the same time popular, and the sustainability of the engines of growth is in question. Our energies at the Institute at such times are focused on asking what we should be doing and helping future managers to learn so as to deal with these turbulent times. This stems from our continued focus on excellence in scholarship and educating leaders of enterprises. As a management school, we are also committed to supporting ethical, responsible management education when difficult circumstances can trigger a race to the bottom. Dear students, you live in a world that is increasingly mobile. I have moved less than most, and yet in my adult life, I have moved across 4 cities, if I do not count the stints of a few months to a year that I've spent at universities abroad, and I've lived in at least 5 different houses. Your lives will involve many more house-shifting experiences. This is not surprising. After all, IIMA ka tempo hai zigzag, zigzag, okay? Okay. Increasingly, I find our alums are living as transnational families with one member in one location and another in yet another location, and sometimes abroad. Okay? When we move out to new geographical areas, we leave behind our relationships with former neighbors, co-workers, and friends. And very often, when we anticipate that we will not spend much time in one place, we begin to make less effort to get to know our neighbors or to do things that will benefit the community. Modern technology adds to our isolation. I grew up in a time, and Dr. Janmejaya Sinha also seems to have grown up in a similar time, where we did not have television. We were not induced to stay indoors because of television or air conditioning, and we spent a lot of our time outdoors interacting with neighbors and friends. Our new communication-enabled world has increased interaction, but reduced intimacy and person-to-person contact. We are increasingly alone in front of our mobile and computer screens, and as we forego the non-verbal communication cues that come with face-to-face interaction, we are less likely to get to know others well enough, to have confidence in them, and to have a harmonious work relationship with them. A major issue of our times is growing inequality. And as inequality increases, we are getting more isolated. We tend to live in gated communities and to give more weight to the private sphere over public spaces. In the process, without realizing it, we focus more on people like ourselves as we insulate ourselves from others and their problems. The more we isolate ourselves, the less we will support public goods like government schools and healthcare that are valuable to the less fortunate as well as the rest of us. So I'm not saying that we should not move and change careers or live in fine houses. I'm just asking us to recognize the consequences of certain societal trends that have the ability to divest us from the benefits that improve the lot of all of us together. Many of you have made it through here through the sheer hard work you have put in, but you are also lucky. You are lucky for the support of your families and of many others. You can't take full credit for your success. That should humble you and make you more compassionate. It requires you to respect people with less power than you and to consider what happens to them when a decision is taken that has the potential to affect them. On behalf of my family, my colleagues, and all those present here, I wish you all the best that life has to offer. I know that each of you is capable of being better than you think of yourselves, and that you are not quite what you can be. Be alive to the imaginations and the possibilities and continue to invent the future. After all, you are from IIMA. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, please rise for national anthem.
जनगणमन अधिनायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता पंजाब जलधि तरंग तव शुभ नामे जागे तव शुभ आशीष मांगे गाहे तव जय गाथा जनगण मंगलदायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता जय हे जय हे जय हे जय 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 हे
I declare the convocation closed.